Hey guys, welcome to the Coding Zoo. If this is your first time joining, my name is Shane. This is the JavaScript building blocks series at the Coding Zoo. This is lesson number 19, and in this lesson we are going to cover the map function on the array object, and we're also going to cover the join function on the array object. Two very powerful functions. Definitely recommend that you learn them. If you're interested, stick around. We're going to jump right in. Before we do, I just wanted to mention to you there is a website associated with the channel. It's thecodingzoo.com. That's thecodingzoo.com, all one word. Check it out. We have lesson notes that can be studied after a lesson, and we also have the lessons files to download and play around with. And eventually we're going to have quiz programs out there that will help you learn each lesson. You can test what you learned during the lesson. So check it out. It's pretty neat. Let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I have this main.js. It's included in my index file. I went ahead and coded the examples to save a little time today. Let's check it out. I have a number array. It's a constant. It has 5, 6, 8, 12, 14 inside of it. And we're going to use the map function to take that data in the array and perform some kind of calculation on it. So in the previous lesson, we learned how to filter. If you haven't used filter yet, check out the previous lesson, lesson number 18. Filter's pretty powerful. You can take an array and use a function to filter out things from that array and only return the items you want by creating a new array. So filter is really very powerful. Map is very similar, except it's not going to filter the array. It's going to take each value and it's going to perform that function that you pass in. It's going to perform that function on the value, and whatever is returned from that function will get put into your new array. So if I look at this document right here, I've got the number array, map. I'm going to take each entry and I'm going to perform this logic on it, this business rule on it. So I'm going to multiply each entry by 5. So each of these entries multiplied by 5 should be an entry in the new array that's written out to the screen. One example is, what if I wanted to do calculations for tax? I could multiply this to 3. I could multiply it times 3.5. Let's say that's some kind of tax rate. I don't know. Let's say that's some kind of tax rate, right? So I'm applying this tax rule on each one of these entries and printing them out. So click Save, click Refresh here. I got my browser open to the index page. So let's click Refresh. And there we go. So I have 17.5, and I have 21, 28, 42, and 49. So what's 8 times 3.5? Well, 8 times 3.5 is 24. 8 times 5 is 40. So that would be 4. So 24, 28. Right? So 28. So it took each entry in the array and it performed the business logic defined in this function. This is an anonymous function. It's an arrow function. You can use an anonymous function or an arrow function, or you can have a function that's defined outside of this line of code and just pass that function name in. You can use any kind of function to map with. The key to that function is that function should return the entry that's passed into it, manipulated to whatever business formula you want to apply. So very powerful. Filter and map are used a lot. Definitely recommend you get used to this. Use it many ways, try it out, and try to get it stuck in your memory. Very powerful and used often. Love map, love filter. All right, let's go to the next one. Comment this out. The next one that we're going to cover is join. So I have this array of words. See the Coding Zoo website for lessons, notes, and downloads. I'm going to take those items in the array. I've got an array. Just so happens to be called words and just so happens to contain words. And I'm going to join those things together. So I'm going to call words.join. Click Save. Click Refresh. And there we go. So that array was joined together to make one single string, C, comma, the coding zoo, comma, website, blah, blah, blah. So you'll notice that it put a comma between each entry in the array. So, well, what if you don't want a comma there? What if you want a dash? Or what if we, in this case, what if we want to make a sentence and have a space, right? So join, again, is very powerful. You can actually do that. So I'm going to comment this line out. And let's take a look at this line. So I've got the same thing. I've got words.join, but in this case, I'm going to put a space. Click save, click refresh, and there we go. So it joined each of the entries in the array by using a space. So I could use the dash. You can use whatever you would like to join those items together with. Let's try dash. There we go. Combined it all together with a dash. You'll notice these two aren't combined with a dash because I treated those two, or rather three, as one word. So, but there we go. That's join and that's map. I use join a little bit. Map we use a lot. So definitely recommend you learn map. And if you haven't checked out filter, check out the previous lesson number 18. You want to learn filter also. In the upcoming lessons, we are going to learn about reduce. Reduce is a very powerful function. I believe that'll be in the next lesson. Come check it out. You'll like it. Filter, map, reduce, all very powerful. All are used very often. So definitely want to check it out. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, click the like button. That helps us get the word out. If you have any questions, hey, leave a comment below. We'll get back to you. We'll definitely get back to you. If you enjoyed this lesson, if you want to continue to learn the program with us, click subscribe and click the bell icon. If you know of any others who are learning how to program, send them our way. Have them check out the codingzoo.com website. Check out the channel. We're covering JavaScript, HTML, and CSS at this time. Eventually, we're going to move into other technologies such as React.js, maybe even Java or some other server-side languages. So, hey, thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.